A very good afternoon, everybody. Today, again, for the second part of our workshop session, Dr. Clement has joined from Burundi, East Africa, and let me inform all the students that today he will analyze the writing that you have submitted. Some of you have written, the write-up and sent a mail to Dr. Clement, and he was supposed to analyze and give a kind of a personalized as well as general feedback on how the academic writing can be improved. Okay, so let us have a formal welcome, and then Clement, you can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. We warmly welcome once again to the second session. Before we start today's session, let us recall yesterday's session that what we did in that session. In that session, Dr. Clement Ndoricimpa explained that importance of publishing his corpus and web of Science Index Journal and highlight their role in research visibility, academia credibility, and career advancement. And he also guides us through the basic structure of research paper and discuss the responsible use of AI tools for improving academic language, emphasize the serious of plagiarism, and demonstrated the effective use of Mendeley for accurate referencing. With this strong foundation from yesterday's, we now look forward to continue our learning in today's session under Dr. Ndoricimpa's guidance. With great respect, I invite Sir to commence today's session and share his expertise with us. So, Sir, stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll continue with the analysis, the review of the assignment that you sent to me via my email. So I don't know whether I'm audible to all of you. So I see that the internet connection for me is not. Good afternoon. So I'm having an issue of internet connection. I don't know. Today's session will be difficult for me. So I was saying that today we're going to analyze the assignment that the participants in the workshop had sent to me via my email. Before that, so I'd like to remind them that of what we have done yesterday. So yesterday we talked about the publishing in the Scopus and the Web of Science journal, indexed journal, and so the reason why we should publish in those journals, and we proceeded with the structure of research paper. So we analyzed the introduction first, and we proceeded with the requirement. So plagiarism, which is a bad habit in academia, and the tools, AI tools that we should use, and how we should use them responsibly, and we also talked about the tools that we use when we wanted to get accurate referencing. And today now we are going to analyze the assignment that you have sent to me, and I have them here. So those who have sent the assignment are around 40 students have sent the assignment on my email, and I'll start with the first one here. So So this one who talked about okay. So I'm opening the. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so here it comes. I don't know whether this is. This is not yet. Uh, does not have. Okay. Okay, so you have here one of your classmate, one of the participants who sent his assignment is the title of his paper is algorithmic power and human autonomy, and Zubofian reading of 1984 and the Brave New World. So I have made this comment here. So this is a comment that I made. He made for his writing. Okay, so it seems that has made a very good attempt, and the structure of his work is follows the structure of um, a high quality research paper. So it has the three moves that we discussed yesterday, uh, uh, but uh, but the second part, uh, which is about the limitation in a previous gap in previous research, is not well structured, because you have to show what has been done by others, and you have to provide the references. You have to provide the references at this level. It means that you connect what has been done before and what you are going to do, which is different from what have been done. Okay, so but it is a good introduction. It is a very good introduction. So I don't know, the one who have written this introduction can continue with the other parts of a research paper. So that so if he can do that, so he can send back to me, and I can read again and give him a comment on the whole paper, because this is only the introduction. So if he can again write and the other part. So I'll be happy to read the whole research paper and see if it can be published somewhere. And the second, the one who okay, so the one who worked on alienation. Okay, so this is the comments. Okay, so the comments reads like this: you have made a good attempt. However, the second part is not well structured. You said that the novel Frankenstein has been examined through various critical academic studies. So the question is, the one who will be reading or reviewing your study for publication, so we ask, what are those studies? Name at least one or two researchers who have examined the novel, that novel Frankenstein from various critical academic study. So that is what you have to show. And as you can see, there is no reference in your introduction. In your introduction, there is no reference. It means that what you have written here is all yours. It's all yours. You did not get idea from another person, and so it can. When you send these for publication, so that is the question that they ask. If they ask themselves this question, so is this his own idea, or did he get any idea, or did she get any idea from another person? But why didn't he or she add some references? So you have to be careful when you are writing. Okay, so when we are writing, so you have to be careful. So I mean that you have followed this the format, but there is something that is missing, which is so in the second part. So you did not add some references to show that so what have been done before and what need to be done now, which is different from what have been already done. Okay, so this is this one who worked on alienation, freedom, and existential responsibility in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So she can revise this. She can revise this her work and by adding some references. The third one. So, which is data hacking and memory hacking, a distinct pathways of information distortion. Okay, so I have also gone through this. So it has the same problem. Okay, so it has the same problem. Okay, so it means that so you have made a good attempt. So your introduction follows the generally known format of structuring the introduction of research paper. However, your introduction lacks references. For example, research in cybersecurity has demonstrated that. So that is what you have mentioned in your introduction, but by whom? Who did that research? Who conducted that research? You did not add anyone there. So in addition, you have scholarship in cognitive psychology. So scholarship in cognitive psychology. Who did that? Who did the research in cognitive psychology? And you have another existing scholarship. So you provide an example. You say it in parentheses, example of someone who may have conducted a study on this, for example, on a cognitive psychology, and this existing scholarship, or so this research on cybersecurity. So you have to provide the one who have conducted a study on that. And in addition, there is no reference at the end, the list of reference to show that, or at least to show that even though you did not add references within the text, so there is a list of references that I have read, and these references are here, but they are not here. So when you try to publish this in a journal, so they can hardly accept this. So you need to revise your paper and add some references, and try to make a difference between what they have done and what you are proposing, which is different from what they have done. Okay, so that is another one, and we move to the next. So this one worked on book banning and intellectual freedom, context, conflicts, contemporary debates. You all have made a good attempt. Good attempt, yes. But for this one, so move one is too short, and the second part is not well written. For example, so the issue of book banning is often addressed in fragmented ways. Provide an example of researcher who addressed this discussion, this issue, this issue. So it's the same problem of references. Okay, so of references, because you are trying to make a distinction between what you are doing and what have been done before. So you have to provide some references. So it means that it is an issue for all, no, for many of you, not all of you, but some of you, like this one and the other ones that have already commented on. So you have to make sure that, so when you are writing, so you add some references, because before you write, you read. So after reading, so then you use ideas from others. So we can move to the next person. Okay, so this one worked on bridging chalkboards and smart screens, a comparative study of traditional teaching pedagogy and digital learning pedagogy. So it is so it's he made made a good attempt. This one made a good attempt, but the same problem, so this one is working on a ELT, the use of uh, technology. And so you are trying to compare traditional teaching pedagogy and this digital learning pedagogy, but you there is no reference in your introduction. There is no reference. There's no reference. So it is as if all what is presented in the introduction is yours, as if you did not get any ideas, information from others. For example, a sentence like much of the existing research focuses on the advantages, and you did not provide those who might have conducted that research. So you have to provide an example, for example, of a research. So of someone who might have conducted a study on that. So if you don't, then so it is it's free. It's a free assertion. It's a free assertion. But if you add a reference, so it is good. Your, your introduction becomes good. Okay. So we move to the next. Okay, so this one this one worked on waiting and power in Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot. Um, So you have a comment here. So this is a comment that I made. So you have made a good attempt. You have followed the well-known format for structure and introduction of a higher quality research paper. It has the three moves, but so there is a but. However, your introduction does not have any reference. So in establishing the research niche, means the second part. So you have to first present what has been done by others before. What has been done by others before. So that is the requirement in a research paper. Even in your when you would be writing your dissertation. So you have to pay attention to what have been done, the ideas formulated by others in their research, and you try to connect it to compare what you are doing and what they have already done, what have been already said about your topic and what has not been said about your topic, and then you focus on what have been said, but you have to show before you focus on what has not been said, you have to show that this someone have done this and what they have done is this and that and that, and then from there, so you can present your own work. So it seems that this is an issue for many of you, for many of you, and we can move to this one. So this is this one worked on digital marketing strategies and also branding practices in the selected works of contemporary Indian authors, a case study of Chetan Bhagat and Amish Tripathi. So we have this introduction. So it's also not the same thing, the same thing. So you have made a good attempt. So it is good in terms of grammar. So for all what I have said before, in terms of grammar, sentence structure, it is okay. But the most problem is on referencing what have been done by others. References. It means you add name of people, of researcher, or the one of or critics. Okay. References. So you have to be at this level. So Despite the clear commercial success of digital savvy Indians auto, the existing of strong theoretical frameworks explaining digital marketing, self-branding, and the digital literary sphere. A significant research gap persists in understanding the precise mechanism through which specific digital marketing strategies translate into actual commercial outcomes with the Indian publishing context. While scholars such as this one, that one, this one, okay, you have added them, but so the date of the publication, date, because you have this one and this one and this one. Well, when did they say, or did they say that? So, or when did they establish this? So the impact of new media on customer relationships. So that's what you have to add. You. So you can move to the next one. Okay, so this one worked on enhancing literary pedagogy and assessment in rural undergraduate classrooms through digital humanities tools, and a study of teaching a doll's house using notebook LM and Google Classroom. Okay, so Google Classroom. Okay, so this one should you have used should have used APA citation style. And in the APA citation style, you have to add the date of publication. The date of publication. I see that you have added, you have included references like this one, and we have many references, and this one. So it is good. So your introduction is very good, but the problem it has is that so you have to add the date of publication. It means the year of publication. When was it published? Yes. So as it is written here, so your introduction follows the structure of a high quality research paper. So it has the three moves discussed in yesterday's session. It has references, but the references do not have the date of publication. So it is something that you have to add to these references that you have included here in your introduction. Okay, and it seems that your study, if I read your study, like it is, I don't know. So in terms of methodology, so you will use it will be an experiment. You are going to experiment because you have said that. So what have been done before, so did not show really the impact, empirical evidence of how these digital humanity tools like this classroom, Google Classroom, and notebook LM impact this enhance literary pedagogy and assessment in a rural undergraduate classroom. It is a good study, and you can proceed with the other parts like the research methods. So and you go and collect data, and after collecting data, you analyze them, and after the analysis of the data, you present the results, and you discuss the results, and you provide the conclusion, and then so you can send feedback after you have finished this. Now finish it, and I can read again and see so whether you can publish it. So it is good, and the topic is good also. It is a good topic. It's a good topic. So you can proceed with another one. There is someone who sent his assignment using a picture. So I was not able to comment on something that is a picture. So if you are there, so you will have to send an attached document which is in PDF or in Word format. Okay, so this one worked on brain rot as cultural diagnosis, meme language, digital fatigue, and the politics of attention in contemporary online culture. This one, it is good. Now, so as you can see, so you have references with the date of publication, the year in which the work was published. But so the problem is at the level of the second part, which is about the gap, yes, limitation or gap in previous research. Okay, so despite the growing visibility of brain rot across digital platforms, and scholarly engagement with the term remains limited and largely incidental. Existing research on digital fatigue and attention crisis has primarily focused on psychological effects, productivity loss, and clinical frameworks, often overlooking the cultural and the linguistic forms through which users themselves narrate and interpret these conditions. So you have to provide an example of those who have done this, who have conducted a study on digital fatigue and attention crisis, and with the focus on psychological effects and the productivity loss. So, for example, an example of if it is a whole that you have a reference cited here, or this one that you have cited here, so it is good you put them here. But for research, you have to be careful when you are doing research. Yes, for example, research, this one who published the work in 1997, and we are in 2026. So you understand that from 1997 and 2006, 26, so there is the time is long. So the requirement is to cite the recent references. Those who conducted the study, for example, studies, for example, in 2020, 24, 23, 22. So you include those are the one you should focus on, not the ones who published their work in 2009 and 2031. So this is even the comments that are made when you try to publish your work in any journal, in any journal. So they tell you that your references are old. Your references are old because you are trying to establish what have been already done to what you are going to do. So it means that you have to focus on recent publication. So we can move to the next. Okay, so this one, the title of his work is, her work is the female ghost figure in Walso Inca's play, A Dance of the Forests. Dance of the Forests. So let us see what I've written here as as so as comment. So great, you have made a very good attempt. You have followed the well-known format for structuring the introduction of research paper. Your introduction has the three moves that we discussed yesterday. It is also coherent, so which is good. And in terms of language, so it is okay. So however, to establish the niche, it means the second part to show that in previous research there is a gap. You have to present what have been done by others, and you present the names of those researchers. So your introduction lacks references to back. So what you have said. Yes. Lack references to establish that gap that you have that talked about. Yes, you have talked about. So you as you can see, so there are some references here. Okay, so that is good, so which is good. Okay, but so at the level of presenting the gap, so you did not so try to establish that. So you need to revise it and see if you can include that. We'll move to the next. Okay, so this one worked on memory and identity in Toni Morrison's Beloved. So which is okay. Beloved as you can see, these are okay. So all of you, as I have said before, so you have made a good attempt, and you followed the well-known format for structuring and introduction of high-quality research paper. So it has the three moves, but your introduction to this does not have any references. So in establishing the research niche, you have first to present what has been done by others. So that is the requirement before you move to the objective of your research, or before you present the gap. So you have to to present what others have done. Okay, for example, so if you say, despite the extensive scholarship on Beloved, many studies have focused on mainly on mainly on slavery as a historical institution, or on the novels, feminists and racial dimensions. So you provide an example of the person who have conducted a study on this. Okay. Yes. However, the intricate relationship between memory and identity formation in the text remain insufficiently explored. So it means that mm, the, you are trying to make a distinction between what you are going to do and what have been done before, but you did not present those who have conducted the studies on these uh, either on this novel, if it is a novel, or on memory and identity. Okay, so you have to first to add the references. So it is a comment that I made for all of you. Okay, so this one worked on gender identity in Virginia Woolf's Orlando. Okay, yes, the same remark as the remarks that I've made for others. Yes, the references. So references is an issue for you. References means that, so it is good, you have made a good attempt, so it means that you have followed the structure of an introduction of a research paper, but you did not have you did not include any reference here. So in establishing a research niche, so it means that gap in the previous research, so you have to present what has been done by others. Uh, That is what is missing in your paper. What is missing in your paper is the references when you are establishing the niche. So it means that you are writing the second part of the introduction of a research paper. You need to include some references. And as we have seen yesterday, we can move to the next. Okay, this one worked on human nature ethics in Jonathan Swift's River Travels. Shiro orders One Piece. It is a comparative study, so it has so the comments are the same as the comments I have already made. Okay, so so references, the problem of references, so that you need to add references. So if you do not add references, it means that what is here is all yours. So which is not good in academic writing. Yes, in academic writing. So it's not good, which is not good in academic writing. It needs to, you have to show that, okay, so So these so they have people have conducted research on this work, for example, on this novel, or they have followed the different path or methodological path, or they have followed a different theory to analyze the novel. But now, me, I'm going to use this theory, or me, I'm going to talk about this novel in this way, this different way. So, and by doing that, you have to show that so those who have already conducted studies on this topic, on the novel that you have selected, or on the theories, or the theories that you have, so you are going to use. Okay, so we move to the next. This one. So this one worked on from Frankenstein to Ex Machina, the cinematic evolution of the cyborg and the post-human body. So the same remark as the remarks I made on others. Okay, it is does not have any references. So it means in establishing the research niche, you have first to present what has been done by others, and that is what is missing in your uh, in your in your paper. In your paper, that is what is missing in your paper. So you have to add that. You have to add uh, that. Okay, so we can move to the next. Okay, so this one worked on minds in motion, Gothic and psychoanalysis, analytic readings and audience interpretation of Gone Girl, Shutter Island, and American Psycho. So, okay, so this one also, yes, included this references, of course. So let me see. Okay. So you have made a good attempt. Your introduction follows the structure of an introduction of high quality research paper. It has references, and you pointed out gaps in the previous research, which is very good. It's very good. So very good. So you can see, yes, despite a growing body of scholarship on psychological cinema, significant limitations remain. Psychoanalytic studies have productively examined trauma, repression, guilt, and fantasy in films such as Shutter Island and American Psycho. And this one provided example of researchers like Diamond in 2020, and it is recent, and Clark in 2021, in 2011, and this one in 2021. Yes, while Gothic critics have eliminated the persistence of doubling excess and ideological anxiety in contemporary narratives. So we have, for example, these ones, film and culture-based analysis of Gone Girl have explored the media spectacle, credibility, gender, genre, hybridity, and you have presented uh, example of references, those who have done that. And then from there, you have identified then the gap, and then now it is time to point out that gap, and then so you have showed that you have showed that, okay. However, much of this research remains fragmented and largely character-centered, literary and thematic in focus. You see, that is how you should have done, all of you, all others. That's how you should have done, yeah, in writing the second part of your introduction to a research paper. That is what you should have done. Yes, this is very good. Very good. It's very good. But so you have added something that is not needed, like this one. Okay. So this study adopts a qualitative, audience-oriented methodology designed to examine how psychological disturbance operates not only at the level of narrative and character, but as a spectatorial experience shaped by cinematic form. Okay, so you limit yourself at the level of the objectives, a general objective of your study, and for methodology. So there is another part of methodology that you will use when conducting your study. Yes. So the one who wrote this introduction, can he continue or can she continue to write other parts and send it back to me so that I can revise it, read it again, and see whether it can be published somewhere. Okay. So we move to the next. Okay, so this one worked on. I don't know. So there is so the title of your work. So you have to add the title, and the title is not there. So the title is not there. So if the title is not there, so it will be hard to understand what you are doing. But so I can see that. So this one is trying to work on the rapid growth of generative artificial intelligence in higher education, is changing how. So it means that she's working on generative artificial intelligence. And the same remark, the remark that I have given to others. So it means that you have presented what you have to present, but so there is no reference in your paper. There is no reference in your introduction. Okay, so when you're trying to show the gap in the previous research, you have to show that gap. You have to show really that gap, and you have to present the so the name of the people who have conducted the study. So, for example, you said that despite the increase in discussion about AI in education, very little research has focused on how AI pedagogical competence should be understood in English literature, which is a deeply interpretative discipline. Most AI competency frameworks treat technology as neutral teaching tool and focus mainly on digital skills and ethical use. So you have to add references here. So references of as the previous one, the previous introduction that I have just read. I have seen that how that one had tried to identify really the gap and include even the references in his work. So which is very good. Which is very good, and it may continue doing that. But this one, you see that so the paper has some limitation, some drawback. So you have to revise it. You have to revise it, and add the references. And you know that when you are introducing even when you are introducing you are writing an essay or research paper. So the introduction move a little. So that is why we have said that it has three moves. It is movement. It is the flow of ideas. So the way the flow ideas and the ideas are structured. It will move from general to specific, and until you present the gap in the previous research as she has done here. But the problem is that it is as if what is presented here is her own idea, so that he did not refer to the ideas from others, and in trying to identify the gap in the previous research, so she did not she did not include references. So that is the limitation in her work. So we can move to the next. Okay, so this one, so tried to work on from margin to matriarchy. Margins to matriarchy, reclaiming Sayavati's voice in Kavita Kane's The Fisher Queen's Dynasty. Okay. So this one, so it's the same remark, the remark that I made for others. So you can see here. So you have made a good attempt. So yeah, so your work presented that the three parts. It has three moves, but so you have no references. Okay, means in establishing the research niche, you have first to present what has been done by others. So that is the requirement. And you did not do that, and you have to add to revise your work accordingly. Okay. So we can move to the next. Okay, so this one, so worked on voices at the margins, so paternity and dehumanization in Frankenstein and Heart of Darkness. Okay, so you have made comments on this on his work, and so the comment is here. So it's the same. So it is you have made a very good attempt to your introduction flows, and has and references. So it is good. It is good, despite the fact that the references are old. So it means it's like references in 1988. See, so you are trying to establish what have been done by others, and what you are going to do to make a difference between what they have done and what you are going to do, and you are using references. Studies published in 1988. These are very old. There are many studies conducted by others, and they published recently, like in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2025. So you at this level, you have to bring those recent publication, not all the publication. So all the publication, that is the only thing that I can say, because when you are trying to publish your work in a journal, so that is, they look at the references, how old the references are. So if you have recent references, so that it is okay, because they see that is well scholarship is. Yes, it is at this level. So what they are talking about now on this topic is this. In 2026, what they are talking about this topic is this. And then they have talked about this now. I want to add to something to what have been done before. But if you use the references of 1988, so they have doubt. They'll have doubt. And so what you are presenting, is it true or not? Okay, we can move to the next. Okay, so this one I don't know. So so it does not have title, does not follow the structure. Okay, so it does not have the title. So can you see that there is no title? Does not have a title. It does not follow the structure of a high quality paper. It does not have the second part, move to establishing the niche, and they should also avoid bulleted points in the introduction. For example, so if you read here, so you have this bulleted point. So you use the bulleted point in the other parts of your research paper, not in the introduction. This is not good in the introduction. So this is not an introduction. So the last move is there, but so I don't know. But we cannot form an idea on something which does not have a title, the topic. What is your topic? So you need to add that. And I see that you have references, you have read recent publication, like those published in 2025, in 2023, 2020. That is good. It's very good. 2024, it is very good. So if you can use this to your advantage in presenting what have been done before and what you are going to do, it would have been good. But first you have to present the. You have to add the title of your work, please. You have to add the title of your work. Okay. Okay, we'll move to the next. I'll move to the next. Okay, so this one worked on ideological ecologies, neoliberal development and environmental destruction in Alvin Adiga's fiction. Okay, Alvin Adiga's fiction. Okay, so what are the comments? Okay, the comments are similar. So this one had added, this one has added references, but so no date of publication, and no date of publication, as you can see here. Harvey, Nixon, and the others. Okay, Nixon and others, and at the level when it was, and so it's not a chapter. So I don't know whether it was a chapter, but it is a study. This work, this study, and when establishing the research niche, it means the gap in the previous research. Okay, so he did not try to add some references to show that so what have been done there is this, and those who did that is add this and that, and then and what I'm going to do is this and that. That is what is missing in this. For example, you have made a good attempt, you have followed the well-known format for structure and introduction of high quality research paper. It has the three moves, really. It has the three moves. But however, in establishing the research niche, you have first to present what has been done by others with references. With references, it means that you have to add as a person. So I'm not sure what referencing style you have used in your introduction. Either it is if you have used the APA, so you add the date of publication. If you have used the MLA, I think that you add so the number of page. Okay, the number of page. So, but you did not do either of that, which means that so I do not have any idea what referencing style you have used. So you have to add that. Have to add that, and at the level of at the second level, the second part, so you have to add some references also. Okay, so that is for you, and then the others we continue with others. So this one also have not included the references. Okay, so the comment, this one worked on language as a tool of control in dystopian literature, a Foucauldian study of George Orwell's 1984, and selected examples from contemporary media. Okay, now this one also, so this work presented the same problem as the problem I have already raised. So it's so it means that okay. So in terms of structure, it is good. It is very good in terms of structure, language. It is good, but the problem lies at the level of references, at the level of presenting or establishing the research niche. That is where the problem lies in your work. So you try to revise that. So you try to revise that. So because it's not possible that you are the only one who have talked about who had talked about this, who had worked on George Orwell's 1984 work, or who has conducted a study on language as a tool of control in dystopian literature. So it is not possible. That is why you have to. So that was the why in research paper references are important. Yeah, you have to add references. Okay, we can move to the next. So this one worked on madness, marriage, and female subjectivity, a feminist psychoanalytic reading of Antoinette Bertha Mason, and the unnamed narrator in the yellow wallpaper. So the comments that I've made on this work, please comment it. Okay, so this is the comments that I made. Okay, you have made a good attempt. You have followed the structure. It has the 3 modes, but so the same problem. Okay, so your introduction does not have any references in establishing the research niche. So you have first to present so what has been done by others. That is the comments that I have made. On this work and on the work of others, because they have a similar problem in their work. Some of you, it means it's not all of you, but some of you. Okay, so I can move to the next now. So this one worked on monsters in the age of fan fiction, cultural memory, and the rewriting of Frankenstein in Man-Made Boy and the Dr. Frankenstein daughters. Dr. Frankenstein daughters, and this one have added some references, of course. If you see, as you see here. As we see here, so we have a Sanchez and the others. So this is the only one. Jenkins and Thomas and Thomas. Okay, Thomas and the others. Others. Let us see the kind of yes, great. So it is great. It is very great. You have made a very good attempt. You have followed the structure. Yes, it has 3 moves. It has also references, and it is very good. It is very good. So so you can write the next parts of your of the paper and see and send it back to me, and I will read it and give you some feedback and see whether it can be published somewhere. Okay. We move to the next. Okay, so this one worked on motive attractors, and the coherence without plot in Michael Joyce's 12 Blue. So I have okay. So this one okay. So she has made a good attempt, a very good attempt. So it is a very good. It's very good, and the references are included here. The references are included, so which is very good, and the language is good, but so the here. So if she has used MLA referencing style or I don't know what referencing style she has used. So you have to make sure so the referencing style you are using in your work. Because what I know, APA, so you have a date of publication, MLA. I think that you have to add so the page where you got that information. Okay, so you do not have neither of it. So you have to add that. But so in terms of structure, language, okay, ideas, okay, it is very good. Yes, you can continue writing the other part of the research paper, and you can see whether it can be published. You send it back to me, and I can read it again and see if it can be published somewhere. Okay, so that is very good. Okay, so we can move to the next. So this one who worked on one piece reimagines the classics to critique modern society. Okay, so this is so it is does not have any reference also. It is also short. It is also short. It is also short, very short. It is very short. So it is short. Oh, what? It is very short. This one. I don't know whether it does not have the second part, which is the move to. Does not have move to. Does not have move to, and it is short, and the paragraphs are very short. You see, but in terms of language, it is okay. But in terms of so it's a very short. It's a very short. So you have to add some more information and revise this part one, part one, part two, and part three. Okay, so we move to the next post-colonial. Okay, so this one who worked on post-colonial ecology and the climate crisis in Amitav Ghosh's The Hungry Tide and Gun Island. So the same thing, the same remark that I made for others. Okay, so introduction does not follow the structure of the introduction of research paper. So that is because it does not have so the second move, the third, the second move, and so it has the third move, but the second move is not there. It did not try. This one did not try to establish the niche. It did not try to talk about what have been done before and what is going to do, which is different from what have been already done on this topic, on this post-colonial ecology and the climate crisis in the Amitav Ghosh, the Hungry Tide, and Gun Island. Either you can locate your gap in this post-colonial ecology and the climate crisis, because many people have talked about this about post-colonial ecology and the climate crisis, or you can locate your gap on this and the work of Amitav Ghosh, the Hungry Tide and the Garden Island also. So it means that you have to rewrite your introduction. You have to write your introduction. So we have another. For this one, your text does not follow the format of high quality introduction of research paper. It does not have any move, does not have move one, does not have move two, move three, does not have any of that. So you are trying to, your title is approaching cyber feminism in selected online games, and then so you started with the defining what is cyber feminism, and so you cyborg and other concept, you define it, but it's not so the way we write it introduction of a research paper. It's not the way we write. So when you're writing an introduction, you have to make sure that you, so the information that you are presenting moves from general to specific. So in the first part, and this first part is connected to the second part, which is so the part where you present the gap in the previous research, and then this also leads to the third part, the last part, which is you present the objective of your research. And this one did not do any of that. So what he did, what this one did was to define. So you cannot start defining in the introduction. So first you have to show whether, so what you have selected as this cyber feminism in selected online games. So you start from general. So you describe this in a general way up till you move to the specific in describing your topic. Show that the topic is very important, interesting, that studies are required on that topic. But you did not do that, so you have to revise and rewrite it. So we move to the next. So this one, okay. So this, okay, it is the same as the one I have just read. Okay, so the same, similar. It's similar. We have already done that. So we move to the following. Okay. So it is the same work. Okay, so the same work. So we move to this one.
Yes, Clement. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. So now, okay. Now, so you can give a general observation now, after giving this specific examples, so that how everybody needs to work on.
So can I give general comments on everybody? For everybody?
Yes, common. Yeah, something common. Yeah.
Okay. So all of you have done a good job. All of them have done a good job. So the problem that they have is the lies at the level of references, and some of them did not do well on the second part of the introduction of the research paper. So they have to revise that part. And there are some who did very good, very well. And they, so those, I said that they can write the other parts of the research paper and send it back to me so that I can read and give them comments and see whether this it can be published. So they can do that. But for others, they have to revise the second part of the introduction of the research paper. So it means what we discussed yesterday about the moves, move 1, move 2, and move 3, and I have said that these moves are connected, so they have to try to see how they connect those 3 parts, and also so they have to add references, because it is a general comment that so it is what I have seen in their work. Many of them do not add references. Those who add references do not add either the date of publication, or they do not add so the page where where they got the information. So they have to revise that. And so in terms of language, so it is all good. It is good. So they have managed that well. Their text is coherent. So there's minor mistakes of grammar. So it is very good. And those are the general comments that I can make on their work. I mean the remaining. So the remaining is the same comments. That the comments I have already made. Okay. Now I don't know whether they have. I don't know whether they have a question regarding the comment that I have made or not. So they are welcome. I see that even the network connection is not that good. Today's I don't know. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So
Thanks a lot. Now, I would request students to have the vote of thanks and other formalities. Yeah.
Anybody wants to give their feedback, we are cordially invited to you. Anybody wants to? Feedback?
So good afternoon, all of you. We are very thankful to Department of English, Dr. Dilip Bayar sir, as well as KCG for organizing such a informative workshop for all of us. I'm the PhD scholar here. I started my MA here in 2016 and I completed in 2018. So I feel a bit jealous of all of you because you all are studying here and you all are getting so good experience that also we have experienced. But at present, we are the alumni of this department. But this workshop is organized here. So we are very thankful to Bard sir and department and students. At the same time, today we have witnessed 2 sessions. First session was by Dr. Nigam Dave sir. It was very captivating. It was very thought-provoking. At the same time, at present, in the second session, we have Dr. Clement with us. And when we were studying here in department, he was a PhD scholar here, right? He used to come in the department and we used to see him, and we got the inspiration from Dr. Clement that he is from another country and he's doing PhD here under the guidance of Dr. Dilip Bayar. So we were amused by that the student coming from another country, I think Africa, and he's doing PhD here. So we were very amused. And today also he has made personal comments on the paper, on the whatever introductions that this PhD scholars or the students have given to him. So very personal comment that he has made, and he gave all the proper instructions and guidance to the students. So we are very thankful to Dr. Clement here that he has given such a good experience to the students. And again, we are very thankful to you, Department of English, Dr. Bart sir, and all the students. They are organizing this entire session, this entire conference workshop in such a way that I would say, when I was in this department and when we were to left this department, at that time I used to speak one line from Hindi song that कल और आएगे नगमों की खिलती कलियां चुनने वाले, हमसे बेहतर कहने वाले, तुमसे बेहतर सुनने वाले. So we left the department. Now you are here. You are the more good speakers than us. So thank you so much, all of you, for wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable feedback. Now I would like to invite Ms. Khushi Goswami to share her feedback. First of all, thank you so much, sir. Your lecture was very helpful to us to improving our academic writing, and such as your guidance for the qualitative write a qualitative research paper for publishing in Scopus, and also ethics in AI tool that are also helpful to our further study. And also you spend your valuable time with us to analyze each of us works which are assigned by you, and gave your valuable feedback to us. So we are thankful to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Khushi. And now I would like to invite Chetna Bhalia for her feedback.
So thank you so much, sir, for virtually joining us. And I would like to express my sincere appreciation for these two sessions. Sir has covered so many things like Scopus and academic science and research paper and impactful research paper, and how to produce quality research papers. And sir also mentioned some requirements like introductions and the structure, the vocabulary, and the AI tools, which is very useful for the research papers. And also the mentally references are talked about. And overall, it was a very valuable learning experience. We truly thankful to sir. Then thank you so much, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much, Chetna. Now, for vote of the things, I would like to invite Miss Mansi Joshi.
On behalf of department, I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Clement for his insightful lecture on publishing in index journals. His session offered us valuable clarity on the standards, ethics, and practices of academic publishing. We are especially thankful to him for his thoughtful and constructive feedback on our individual research work, which has been immensely helpful in strengthening our academic writing and research direction. Once again, we thank Dr. Clement for sharing his expertise and time with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mansi, and thank you so much. For me, this 2-day session, it is felt like one kind of revision because we are semester students working on dissertation. So whatever you discuss, we have previously taught by our ma'am that it is felt like one kind of revision. So thank you so much.
Okay.
Hand over to Bharat, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks from my side also, Dr. Clement, for joining with us for 2 days. Okay. Before we end, the tea and the snacks are ready for the participants. But before we disperse for that, just like yesterday, in conclusion, I would like to show a few slides in continuation with what Dr. Clement has talked about. I'm sharing a screen here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this slide. He talked about the major concern that comes is about how to write this introductory paragraph or literature review with a proper citations, in-text citation. So as our main motto of this workshop is to blend both the things together, artificial intelligence and human intelligence. So while he was giving this suggestions to everybody, I thought of preparing a prompt. So this is a very long one prompt. If you can draft a prompt like this, a master prompt, then you can get a better paragraph or a paragraph uh, of a kind which he was expecting. Dr. Clement was expecting that if you want to write a scholarly paper, then this is how it should be written. So for that, if you want to take a help of artificial intelligence, your prompt should be of this kind. Either you can take a photograph of this screen, or later on from the live stream, as it is being recorded and will be available on YouTube, you can take the idea about how a detailed prompt can be prepared, which can help you in writing a systematic introductory paragraph. This was the sample of that paragraph written by AI. What we want to learn is this, that how the in-text citations are mentioned in parentheses, which we call it as bracket, which is known as parenthesis. And then below it, MLS style citation, alphabetical order. Whatever you have cited in the text should come at the end of the text. Whatever is at the end of the text shall be within the text also. So that was something that he was repeatedly informing to everybody. We for those students who are not from department, for our department students, we have done several such workshops for your answer writing, so they are aware. But those who are not from the department, the UG students or from the other departments, we have prepared several such prompts, which we help. We suggest students to work with and improve their writing quality. One is prepared with the wherein CEFR guidelines are used in this particular prompt, and this is another prompt which we have prepared according to BAWE, which was the area of research for Clement, also British Academic Written English. And third one is prepared by us at our department, where three criteria are decided: correctness of English language, content of the answer, and organization of the answer. So based on these three prompts, students try to do self-assessment of their writing. And this is what you can do. You do your handwritten or your own way you write your research paper and prepare a prompt to be analyzed by AI. Instead of starting with AI, first do your own writing and then let AI check your work, for which you require some prompts, which maybe Paresh Joshi sir also might have talked about it. And this way, then you can compare your write-up. These are some of the examples that how students have worked, their handwritten answers, and then it is analyzed by AI on CEFR guidelines. When we ask the AI to not only suggest but write also for us, so then it can write, so we can compare both the things and do self-evaluation of our own writing, be it a research paper. There also we can do the same thing. These are all samples that what normally students write and what way AI is telling how you are supposed to write that particular paragraph. So we would suggest that don't just start with AI, write in your own manner, develop your own style of writing. And then you can ask AI that you are doing such a kind of research paper for Scopus or Web of Science. Is anything lacking in this write-up? Then get ideas from AI rather than depending completely on AI. This is academic style, argumentation, and critical analysis, which also was suggested by Clement, that we have to develop a critical stance, wherein argumentation and critical analysis is also very important. You have to use textual evidences when you make your comments about whatever observations you are giving. Okay, so this were some of the samples that how you can work with both the things. Some of the conclusions that we got as a part of assessment report, which we have done last time, wherein it was suggested that students, the primary gap, last line I am reading here, the primary gap is the analysis consistently shows a significant gap between defining a concept and using it analytically in an academic context. So when you are a master's student, you are making this mistake. Now, the same mistake is repeated when you become a research scholar also. So even your dissertation or thesis will keep on repeating. Once we come to know that this is the gap and I need to fill this gap, then the things will change. But if students fail to do, even after जब हमारा निदान हो जाता है तब हम दवा लेने जाते हैं. Even after our gap is identified, our lack is identified, if we don't work on that, then whether it is any research paper or dissertation or thesis, it will continue there also. Another was a critical gap about analysis and evidence. Then this was the summary report of next time also, where how language, tone, and other things were being worked out also. So for our master students, we do all this work on a regular basis, repeatedly in our department. But sometimes all the students fail to work on it. And so they keep on repeating the same errors even when they write dissertation or even PhD thesis also. These three sources are very important. These three sources you can use time and again. First is Purdue University's open online writing laboratory. I will show you the website also. Another is BAWA, British Academic Written English, from this Applied Linguistic website. And third is British Council's CEFR and Language Assessment. CEFR guidelines are normally used for IELTS and TOEFL exams also, those who want to go to foreign countries. The basic standard that is required for English language, that is according to CEFR guidelines also. The websites, I will share links in our group also. This is a very important website. Let me share a link in our WhatsApp group so you all can get an access to this website. This is Purdue University, known as writing laboratory, and very good point, like general writing. If you open here, what is writing style? As we told that we need to master our writing style. What is style? What is diction? This we get as an idea here. Written process, academic writing, common writing assignments, mechanics, grammar, everything. They have given that anybody can do self-learning with the help of these resources. Then this point, as it keeps on coming, research and citation, MLA, Chicago, and various styles which are there for different kinds of writing. How to avoid plagiarism, that also is given here. Various resources are given, which is very important thing. What kind of writing instructions, writing tutors, teaching resources, that all is given on this one website. Whenever you are free, if you keep on visiting this website and pick up any one small module and do some small self-learning, it will help you a lot in improving your writing. So graduate writing, what is it? What is this thesis and dissertation, and how it should be written. A small write-up. It's not a very bulky, very big, lengthy 15-20 pages of articles, but very small pages of writing is done. So like 2-3 paragraphs, only one page. So to the point, very precise. So it doesn't take much time in reading and putting it into practice also. So this is one website which is very strongly recommended to all the research scholars, if you want to really improve your own writing and your own style of writing, this is one of the best web resource, Purdue University's OWL online writing laboratory. It has this research component also, and in the research component, people can get this APA guide, MLA guide, avoiding plagiarism. Even like if you are preparing for your resume, for your jobs, resumes and CVs, then it has a very interesting sections here. So how you can prepare different kinds of CVs and resumes, that also is given here. So a very interesting website is developed by this university. Again, I repeat, strongly recommended to everybody to refer to improve the quality of your writing. This is British Academic Written English corpus, which can help in prompting to AI, and we can get the suggestions from this source or this corpus about working on various things also. This also is for BAWE guidelines there. So these are the three important sources: BAWE, CEFR, and Purdue University should be used, and it will help a lot in learning also. Finally, remember this, that excellence is built. Nobody is born with excellence. It requires lots of hard work to acquire any kinds of habit of life. Writing is a habit of life. Academic writing is a skill, and all the skills can be learned by anybody, everybody. But we need to work hard on it. We have to constantly keep on working on writings and academic writing. When we understand the standard, when we learn to analyze the evidence, utilize the right tools, we move away from guesswork, and we improve our proficiency also a lot. I hope this 3 days would have helped you a lot in mastering or understanding at least that what way people look at academic writing, how we can improve it. If we want to have clarity in writing, reading is required a lot. The more we read, the better we can write. The more we read, the better we can write. If you want to have clarity in thinking, clarity of thoughts, you need to write a lot. The more you write, the clear you can think, the better you can think. So if your goal is to be a clear thinker, then you have to practice writing a lot. Writing helps in clarity of thought. We have used one quote from William Janser in our brochure. He has written one very interesting book on writing well, by Janser. And that book is even today quite a meaningful, significant book. And he suggested this, that those who want to be a clear thinker, they need to practice writing a lot. Due to AI, we are now getting ready-made paragraphs and responses. And so we are not giving that exercise to our mind to think and to write, and then again to think about what we have written. But remember this, if you want to be a good writer, read a lot. If you want to have clarity of thought, write a lot. Without that, it won't. Participants who are living today for coming to this particular workshop. We hope it might have enriched you in one or the another ways. Our second phase of this workshop will continue from tomorrow, and in that journey also we will have most of you, and few other new students will also join in this journey for the next 2 days. So thank you, everybody. Thanks, Clement, again for your valuable time sparing with us.
It was my pleasure, sir.
Thanks. Acha, just a minute. Your memento is there. Yeah. This is a memento prepared for you, and we will. You can. Yes, the operators can just. Make it bigger. So this we will try to see how we can send it to you. We will ask you if any of the people are studying here from your country, then we will pass it on to them, or we will try to courier or send by post. But this is a memento for you, and we will try to see how we can make it available to you then. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, we are ending this live session.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So many.